Oh, hey, that's loud. Who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Leopard King, Mike L. This is legit paranormal clips brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is Thursday night, July 13th, 2023. 713. Let's do 7 minus 3 times 1 would be 4. And then, God damn it, 2 times 4. I give up. Joining me as always, Buddy Money Thayer. What's up, buddy?
Good evening, Mike. Tonight is like the most unusual night because I'm not supporting a beer or a local craft brew because I think if I drank a beer right now, I would die. Just came from the gym. Did a kick-ass hero workout. Kicked my ass. Go health.
You like the word ass, huh, buddy?
Sometimes, Mike.
Joining us from the island, Block Island, Rick. What's up, Rick?
What up, guys?
Not much. Not much. It's Thursday, though. It's Thursday.
Well, I'm happy to be here. I missed the last couple, but I'm psyched to be here. And Buddy's wearing a Hawaiian shirt for the occasion.
It's Rick. It's a Santa in July. That's what it is.
Oh, who doesn't like Santa in July?
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, no need to sit up for us. You were good. Stay where you are. Joining us, Sarah. Parah Normal. What's up, Sarah?
Hey, how's it going?
So far, we're off to a good start. How are you?
I mean, I'm surrounded by all these handsome men, so I guess I got to be good.
We should tell them to leave the room. We need to do a show. So now, Rick, would you like to describe what we do on this show?
Well, we sit around. We make some funny comments there and there. We watch some clips. We try to describe what's going on and what we think it's real, if we think it's fake, if we think it's awesome, And then we usually mess it up and then find out what happens.
Now, Sarah, if you took that from Block Island dude, and you turned it into something that was more like, what's the show about?
We're going to review some clips, and we're going to take our best guess at what's going on. I don't know. The same thing he said, Mike.
No. I was wanting to hear what the difference was. Rick, I like your way. I think I might like your way better. I don't know. I think I might have liked.
I know.
Don't even try that. I could technically, if Buddy paid attention, I could technically hand him, if I went right and he went left, papers, but he's not paying attention. He froze. For crap's sake. All right. So what we do is we watch videos, audio clips, EVPs, things like that, right? And we give our best guess before the guest. Our best guess before the guest. That's like something. And then they tell us what they actually saw or think they heard or did hear. Now, we have the pleasure of welcoming our guest tonight. He's from Ocean State Paranormal. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He's been on many magazines. He's one of the top 5 hottest men per Mike Lepre. He is just a tornado of information. Buddy Money Thayer from Ocean State Paranormal. Buddy, how are you tonight?
Good evening, Mike. How you doing? Guys? Good to see you all.
Oh yeah,
Rick, long time no see.
Sarah, it's always nice to see you. Rick, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I feel like you got whisked away on the Block Island ferry, and you just summertime's hitting you hard, right?
That's summertime. That's
Good time.
Hey,
September, you're gonna see me every day, buddy. Don't you worry.
Oh, I bet.
Hey, so Buddy, I didn't really actually bring you on as if you were somebody. You're the same person, just so you remember.
Right, I am. Yeah, I'm the same.
But you do represent what paranormal group, Buddy? Would you like
Ocean State Paranormal, located here in scenic Rhode Island. We have done Massachusetts. We have done cases in New Hampshire, Connecticut. But New York even. Soon to be South Carolina. Maybe North Carolina. So looking around.
You guys are Northeast. Agreed?
I'm sorry.
Right? You guys are Northeast. northeast, correct?
Northeast, yes. We're known as Southern New England up here, Mike, in Rhode Island.
Okay. All right. Okay. Continue on. So, buddy, what are you going to show us? I mean videos, stuff of the show.
Right. Because our video and audio storage space is much like the connection of my Commodore 64. I was only able to load a video, and then I loaded about 6 or maybe even 8. I think 8, maybe, hopefully, clips of audio clips. However, on a previous show months and months ago with this guy here, and I don't know who the other co-host was. It's some I don't know, it was someone else. I did present some of this stuff from a case that we kind of just wrapped up on. So this might be kind of a new to Rick. He's heard them before, but they were pretty special. So I tossed them in there. But I do have a video to show. So whichever way you want to go with it, Mike, I guess.
Buddy, are we going back to the rape closet?
Why did he speak on that?
I'm sorry. No, not the rape closet.
Excuse myself?
Sorry. I know that excites you. No, we're not returning to the rape closet. I'm sorry.
Are we going to hit?
I'm a little offended.
I'm sorry. I have dogs running around like stupid.
Wait.
Are we going to hear the sexy ghost?
Wait.
You can't just say rape closet out of nowhere.
Why does Sarah think that she would have to run first? That's not fair.
Look at this lineup, Mike. If you don't think she's the first one out the door, you're out of your mind.
Time out. If Buddy's talking rape closet, you think one of us is safe? That's what I'm gonna say. Why is she running as if it's gonna be like that kind of closet? It's just it's a normal closet. It's a normal closet.
It was actually known as the rape closet, Mike. In fact, but that's okay.
What do you got first?
All right.
No, I know it was, Buddy. I was saying that you just never mind. I know what the name was. I agree with you.
So there's a bevy of audio clips, and then there's a video piece. So I don't know. You're the host of tonight's. I'm just the guest, Mike. I'm just a guest on this show. So if you want to go audio, first go audio. If you want to go video, go video.
Take it.
I mean, I'm still on rape closet. I'm out. Don't ask me anything right now.
All right. If we've got multiple audio, let's start with audio.
All right. Well, then you can stop right at the top, or I'll start right at the top. Whatever. You go down to background music, I believe. You could turn the volume up quite a bit here. It might be helpful. There we go. And the first one, Mike. So they're named. So the name, I don't know. You'll see the name. All right, good. I'll just play it. We'll just go with it.
Yeah, just do that.
There we go. There we go. Right there.
Restart it.
Right there.
Hit stop and play again.
Buddy. Look at me.
It's looping, Mike. It's just playing.
Which one is it called? Owen?
It's called Come Here, Mike. Come Here.
We're off to a rocky start, buddy, with the word you're using. Let's go. I'm going to play that again, buddy. But what happened was it was so loud that all I heard was like just really too much. Hold on. I hear your voice, Sarah. I hear his voice.
Yep.
Right? And then I didn't hear anything, but I know he was pointing his finger. Did you hear anything?
I did.
All right.
I did. There's his voice. Then there's probably some moving of the recorder.
Yep.
And then I did hear, come here.
All right, let's play it again.
And it's stuck on the G. Is this a child who may not be good at spelling? And it's stuck on the G. Is this a child who may not be good at spelling?
All right.
And it's stuck on the G.
Is that it? Right there? That last part, come here? Oh, buddy, you're muted. You are. Try that, buddy. Buddy, wait, hold on. Don't touch anything. Stop touching the button. Just unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. This is like Laurel and Hardy, but it's on a podcast. Can you please do it? There you go, buddy.
You played the wrong one, Mike.
Okay.
So just play "Come Here," Mike. I don't know what to do.
All right, it was right there at the very end. Someone help me out. Now, someone tell me where the "come here" is. Sarah,
right after he talks.
Yeah,
he talks. There's a little rustling, and then "come here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
That's as clear as day.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't hear "come here." I hear like "don't there."
So we were
There's
going.
more syllables to "come here." No, I'm being serious. Hold on a second. Wait, I don't want to hear from the guests. Come on, man. You're the guest right now. Sarah, do you hear "come here"? You don't hear more syllables than that?
No, I hear "come here." Just come here.
All right, Rick.
Come here.
All right, buddy, go ahead. I guess no one else.
Come here. So we were in a very large building.
There you were.
It's a local event building, right? That's all I can really say. I don't want to give away where we investigated. You probably have been there many times. Like Rick has probably been there many times. I've been there many times. It's where you go for like junior proms and like weddings and beer tasting events. And
it's a banquet hall. Just say it's a banquet.
It's a banquet hall, Mike. It's a banquet hall.
But also much more.
We was going from the ballroom area into the ballroom area, and that's me rustling, grabbing my recorder, and like right after that, there's a woman's voice saying, "Come here."
Mm-hmm.
Clear as day, dude. So,
who was in the building when this happened?
It was myself. It was
D. Dale.
Her husband Jim, Joey Paranormal. That's it.
4 people.
4 people.
All right. 3 guys, 1 girl.
3 guys, 1 girl.
And Auntie Dale didn't say anything after the rustle.
No. And Adam, we are strict. Whispering is like the biggest no in Ocean State Paranormal. It's one of the things that and like I don't know, insulting the clan.
Freezing.
And he perceived as something it's not, and causes problems. So.
No, I get that. See, my problem is I can't be too critical of this one because I think I know where it is. I think I know the banquet hall.
Oh, I bet you do, Mike.
And I'm pretty sure it is a very spooky place.
Yes, it's a very spooky place. The basement is particularly scary.
I may have picked up a trophy or 2 at said banquet hall.
I'm willing to bet that you did, Mike.
Yeah.
Given your accolades throughout the years. And
don't make me show the trophies. We don't need to do that.
You don't need to take the belt out, Mike.
Sarah, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to control the room when recording? Now that was moving, so that's unusual. But how important for you is to control the room as far as who's talking, who's where, who's what?
It's everything. If you don't establish that beforehand, you don't know what's going on. And if someone does whisper or talk or cough or whatever, you should usually will say it out loud, like whispering, talking, so you can tell.
Okay. Who runs the, if you have to pick one person, is it usually you that's like, shut up? Like, who's the key people shut up person? Does that make sense?
You met Haiti, right?
Yeah. All right. So she does that right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. Tough girl.
Buddy, who do you have for Ocean State? That's the shutter up or shutter upper. All right.
The shutter upper. Usually it's myself or my elderly, not elderly, my older aunt. Oh my god. Oh my god. This fucking torture. Oh my god, that was horrible. Oh my Christ, that's awful. My lovely and wise and beautiful aunt.
Oh, you don't even know, but I know Auntie Dale.
Whispering. and all that other shit that I doesn't matter now because I just said that too is old on the air.
Stop digging your grave. Listen to me. Auntie Dale is so mad at me that I nicknamed her Auntie Dale. It's ridiculous. Every time they go, hey, Auntie Dale, she goes, just call me Dale. It's so great. It's so much fun to watch. Now you just said elderly. Oh, I can't wait to clip that, my friend.
Like he's got to stay frozen for that one.
Rick.
Elder and the E just flew.
On Block Island, while you're doing a ghost tour, right? Now, I've been there. I've been on the tour. Watch you do your thing. We hear something strange. No, that's not strange. I mean, you keep their attention, right? Like, it's weird because you're walking in Block Island on a ghost tour, so they all stay close and you keep their attention. Like, every now and then I saw one of the husbands maybe try to grab a smoke. That was both the worst, right? But you keep all their attention. Say now you got a couple of rowdies in the crowd. You got to quiet down that crowd. What do you do? You don't call Holly on the bat phone, do you?
No. I've been bartending for years. A look usually does it. I'll just stare him in the eyes. I tell the story, you know?
Yep, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I like your crazy, Rick. That's good. Eye contact. Now, Buddy, what do you get next? I gave you some time. What would you like to hear?
I would go for the next one in line, Mike, the one that you accidentally played.
Stuck on the G.
Wait.
Is this a child who may not?
All right. That sounds like Buddy's voice saying Earl, and then Dale asks a question. I'll be dead honest. That's what I just heard. Wait.
Not be good at spelling? It's stuck on the G.
Wait.
Is this a child who may not be good at spelling?
Right there. Did you guys hear Earl?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Earl. But did it not sound like Buddy? Wait, you don't shake your head. I'm asking these two. Be dead honest. Like, that to me sounded like Buddy.
It sounded like a burp to me. Like, seriously, it sounded like a belch.
What?
I'm just saying. It
What
happened.
happened now? What did I miss now? I turned my head and what belch?
Guess what it sounded like?
No one ever says the word belch. Belch? It never made that noise.
Not the word belch.
Oh. So
Sounds like a Earl.
You're a burp.
Who says the word belch? A lady. Okay.
But just say, but now when you're trying to tell me what the sound was, say burp, and I'm with you. It didn't go belch. Rick, did you hear belch?
No, I heard Earl.
All right. So, Buddy, here's the problem. That
give
voice.
me the problem, Mike. Go ahead.
That voice has a very deep Buddy.
I'll give you a solution.
Oh, I hope so. That voice has a very deep Buddy-ish sound. Right?
It does. And while I'm in the room and you hear me say, that's usually my cue for me hearing something to tag the recording and not make a big deal about it. Just going, and something for me to go back to later at a later time.
Wait a minute, Sarah.
Yeah.
Ask him if he was drinking a beer at the time, because then we can get to the belch question really quick.
Buddy, were you drinking a beer at the time?
I was drinking scotch at the time, actually. I had just herniated 2 discs in my back about 2 weeks earlier, and they said, "Help yourself to our bar." They had seven different kinds of scotch, and I tried each and every one of them.
So, Sarah, if we were a legal team right now, I would just say to you, that was perfect. Now tell them it was a belch.
It totally was a belch.
Yeah, you're drunk. You were drinking. That was a belch. There you go. You just nailed yourself. In the interrogation room, they'd be taking you away right now, cuffs behind your back. You'd be going, I didn't belch.
The prosecution rests.
Can I explain a little bit of history, a little bit of the context?
Yeah, please do. Of the burp.
We didn't know this during the EVP session. When I did my notes and we went over this like multiple times during meetings and whatnot, it's Earl. It sounds like a burp or a stomach noise. You know, I've heard thousands of stomach rumblings. Oh my God, they come through so clear. I didn't believe it was one of those
kind of dumps.
There was about 15 to 20 people there, cops included, fire department, all sorts of people. It's like who am I?
Stop. You froze up too much for us to follow the story right now.
I'm getting into this. I'm getting into the grit. Into it.
The grit. Where have we been into
so far? I played the clip for these people. 3 ladies in the corner, like, oh my God, oh my.
Oh no, grit. What's the grit?
Like the room was the general manager and a few of her office mates. Whenever something in the building happened, they blamed it on the ghost.
With the AOL dial-up service,
came running back in. So in this building, there's an area between the bar and the banquet hall, and it's you can't get to it unless you're an employee. You go under there, and there's all this like wood framework, and people over the years, workers have carved their names into this board all across the whole board. The name Earl was one of the names from 1947. A list of like 6 different dudes carving their name into this wood, and Earl was one of them. So
keep your eyes closed till maybe you want to open them.
I don't think it was Adults. I think it was Earl. Maybe Earl coming through even. But
so buddy, listen to me. Here's the thing, right? I believe every word you say, because if they can't tell by now by your animation, all of a sudden, you are very passionate about paranormal investigation, right? You just swung your hands more than I've ever seen you move in like a good minute straight on this show. You're like,
right. I'm almost Italian, Mike. I'm talking.
I know. So I believe in what you're saying, right? But right now, you're coming live from the dog pound,
right?
And you've been freezing so much that we are trying. It's like trying to keep up with a story, and it's like really good, and it freezes. You're like, what the crap? And then it goes, blah, 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 and it's onto this like ending part. You're freezing again.
Come on, buddy.
You're going this way.
Come on, buddy.
All right. So
welcome to my life, Mike. The last
one more time. You're there. There's everybody around. What caused all the women in the room to be scared?
Because that's what they refer to the ghost as. They always have referred to this ghost as Earl. They would say, "Oh, it's just Earl. Earl, leave us alone." They'll do that stuff. During COVID, they were all alone in this building, working in the office for like 2 years, and they hear it constantly. They experience it constantly.
But didn't you say that it made them all run out at one point, like a big explosion?
So the kid got up and ran out because he wanted to take a picture of the wood frame with the guy's name Earl carved into it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so, I'm with you. I'm caught up. All right. Earl. What is next, buddy? We're gonna do Dale.
Yeah, do Dale.
What?
One of our names.
Let's start it again, Mike.
It's looping.
It's cutting out.
This isn't. Right.
Buddy, what am I listening to right now? Are you trying to hypnotize us all?
No.
What happened?
The clip is supposed to be it's Dale in a pendulum session, and she asks for the spirit to spell her name, and she'll spell the letter out, and she's the pendulum has a grid that she's working off. The pendulum swings on the different letters. It'll spell out a name, and it did there. But maybe you got to turn it up a little bit because it's a big echoey banquet hall, and it's echoey.
Did anybody hear anything other than static? White noise.
No, I heard it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's not an EVP. It's just her repeating what she's asking them to stop. That's me. All right. So,
okay, you don't have to finish. It's me, right? You spelling my name, Dale? Hello. Hello. Thank you. Now, can you spell out one of our names that are sitting here tonight with you talking? Next time I look at you after permission. Me, right? You're spelling my name, Dale?
Little,
Hello.
I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it. I might just pull what's left of my beard out. Did a woman say the E?
No, that was Dale the whole time
What?
speaking. That wasn't an EVP. That was just Dale mouthing out which way the pendulum was going, and she had asked them to spell out one of our names, one of the living people that were present in that room, and spell out Dale. Ironically enough, in the investigation prior to this, Dale left a recorder upstairs on the second floor. We were all spread out throughout the building. You know, whisper right into the recorder, Dale. You know, so maybe they know who Dale is.
So listen to me. You got to understand something for everybody that's watching this. You have got to trust that person like an aunt, right? To have them tell you that it's spelling out their name while they hold the rod.
You're watching it happen, Mike.
I'm just letting you know that I'm a cynic. I don't believe in everybody. And Sarah, would you not be worried about the person holding the rod spelling out their name?
She doesn't have a rod, so if it's a pendulum, she's holding like it's a chain with a crystal on the end, and then there's a grid with letters, like you said, usually a circle, and it'll swing and stop. So yeah, you have to trust that person that they're not moving it because they can be manipulated. But yeah,
just because of their name, right, Rick?
Right.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't like people holding the pendulum,
right?
Because it's too loosey goosey for me.
You know, and that was my skepticism when I first Dale first came into the group and she would do the pendulum session. I'm like, no, someone's controlling it. Somebody's manipulated it. Joe and I would sit there like this, like inches from her hand.
For 4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 6.
Steady. She doesn't move a an inch, dude. Not an inch. So
yeah, but my defense on that would be
one
like
of the things that when I kind of accepted this as maybe a method.
Go ahead, Rick, really quick. I frozen. Get it in.
You froze, buddy, so we didn't really hear what you said. But what I was going to say, my defense on that is if it works, why not just have it on like a metal rod or something? No manipulation. If the ghost is going to move,
because they use your energy to manipulate the
all right. So
gotcha.
Listen,
gotcha. Hey, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying.
Listen. So Sarah and Buddy. The reason why me and Rick are on the other side of the fence on this is because...
Oh, no, I don't use them.
All right.
I was just explaining how it works.
Okay. Well, as far as believing in something like that, I think that's actually the first time I ever spoke with Auntie Dale was on a podcast, and we got off on the wrong foot because she started talking about the same sort of thing. And I was my natural reaction is to go, anything that somebody can control with their body. Like I've seen magicians. Like I've seen kinds of stuff. I have a hard time with it. Like physically holding, like not just touching or putting down, but when they're holding on to it and telling you, watch how it moves, and they're holding it, you got to have a lot of trust in that person, I guess is all I'm saying. So like obviously it's your aunt, you're golden. But like, Sarah, if you had somebody in your group like that, go, Sarah.
So there's like a couple of theories to this. We don't personally use Ouija boards or pendulums because of what you just said. And so what Buddy was saying is there's some theories that the ghost is almost using the hand to, psychically move the board. And some people believe that it actually has to be moved by the spirit. So they do make metal like holders that are stationary where you can put the pendulum and watch it swing. Now, I think that just little minute hand movements could probably move it enough that I wouldn't personally feel comfortable, using it, just completely unnoticeable to the naked eye.
Yeah, but
tiny movements.
Buddy, have you ever used it and it worked for you?
I've never tried a pendulum. No.
Gotcha. I'm gonna get myself a pendulum.
Yeah, apparently they call to you. Apparently they'll pick you in the store. I don't know.
Cool.
So, Rick, I'm going to show you something that's going to be a little upsetting to you, but
I don't believe in cat balls.
Rick,
No cat balls.
Sarah,
What's the problem with cat balls?
Rick specializes literally in cat balls.
No, Rick, come on.
Oh,
There it is. It's out. There it is, buddy. There it is.
Mike was there, and I got my first shipment of big cat balls.
No cat balls.
Sarah, I've been just.
Yeah, Jackie laughing in the background.
Any chance I've ever had to speak with you, I have not mentioned the fact that when you get there, there's going to be like a lot of cat balls. Like
A cat ball for every day. A cat ball for every friend.
Now, Sarah thinks
No.
Sarah thinks it moves by vibration, not by actually being touched.
They can be set off by vibration. I've witnessed it. I have witnessed someone's voice setting off the cat balls.
I don't think vocal vibration would work unless they were like that guy from the X-Men. What was his name? The redheaded guy. It was remember the siren guy, Rick?
With the eyes?
He had orange hair, like a green outfit, and when he would yell, it would
I know what you mean. What's that?
He's like an old school X-Man. Whatever. But see, I'm on the fence with cat balls because I've seen a couple of things with cat balls. Like in other words, when you see 4 or 5 go off in like a thing, that to me is odd, right? Especially if it's like especially if it's not in that electrical Christmas light like line, like domino falling. If it's hops around, to me it's more interesting. And I have seen cat balls and things like that do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get scared, but it was sometimes. Dude, here's the thing. I keep learning that they can use anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything, right?
You can.
Sorry. Just about anything, right?
I'm not saying that cat balls can't be used by a spirit. They could. I'm saying there's not enough control for me to want to use them.
I'm not saying.
Listen, Mike. Let me say that. So I was on an investigation, and we had cat balls all over the room. Okay, and this chick was so freaking loud. Every time she talked, all the cat balls went off. And at first, we're like, "Woo!" And then we realized it was only when she spoke. So we're like, say something. It was her voice.
And then stop saying stuff.
Yeah, right. Or if you put them on the floor, and people put them on the floor, and then they're walking around. They're like, why is the cat ball going off? It's like, well.
So here's the thing. What if it was the girl and not the cat ball?
No, I've tested this. I seriously would.
Have you tested her again? Have you brought her around cat balls and other stuff again?
We kicked her off the team because she sucked.
Exactly. It could have been her.
It might have been her.
Right. When I come, we'll test it. I'm going to be as loud as possible.
Oh, you know what?
The cat balls off.
Wait a minute. We can do a special episode live of legit paranormal clips for like 20 minutes of
cat balls.
Sarah Parah versus the cat balls.
There we go. That's a fight. Buddy, what do you think next?
You could do more. You could do 82. I don't know. Whatever, Mike.
Rock?
No, I wouldn't do rock. I would do the number one on there, the one that's a number.
Holy Christ. Now we're playing games. There it is. That's not how you spell 80.
Owen, Donald, for responses. Owen, Donald, for responses. Owen, Donald, for responses. Owen, Donald, for responses.
Yeah, I heard it right there. I heard it right there, 82. You hear it?
Yeah.
So you didn't hear it, 82?
I thought it. No, I didn't hear 82. To me, it sounded like it was repeating the name back.
Damn it. After that very last name, it's a lighter voice, a weaker voice. I don't know if it's female, male, but it sounds like an older voice.
It sounded female.
And he goes 82.
It is.
It was perfectly said, like 82. Like, why did I pick up on that? Let's hear it again.
Now, can you spell out one of our names that are sitting here?
Oh, wait a minute. That ain't it.
Owen, Donald, for responses.
82.
Owen, Donald, for responses. Owen, Donald,
Right there.
for responses. Owen, Donald, for responses. Owen, Donald, for responses.
All right. Now, Buddy, did you at the end just redub that one part, like and play it over? It said 82 that many times.
No. It replayed, Mike. It just you hear me say fucking thing. You hear me say Owen Donald 82, and then,
but
I thought I honestly think I heard Owen Dow cat balls rule. No,
man.
cat balls rule.
No, right. No.
I don't.
No, I heard it. I heard 82.
All right, but see,
cat balls
buddy,
rule.
let me know next time that happens at the end, because I thought I was literally hearing 82.
Owen Dow.
82.
Mike, all these
Owen
audio
Dow.
clips
82.
will continue to play.
Buddy, I'm just saying, like, you got to let me know when you're replaying it, because we don't know if we keep hearing the ghost pausing and stuttering, like, you know. I didn't know.
Pausing.
It's like Buddy had
They automatically loop, Mike.
Why did you just start giving hand signals? You froze. What's
automatically loop? That's what they do. They automatically loop. Jesus Christ.
Ghost. It's like, let me guess, motion picture. He's like, what is going on? All right. Let's do the video next, buddy, because that way it'll play.
All right. Right. The video comes from a long time ago. 2015. Not really too long. 2015.
8 years.
It's in the city of Cranston. Mike, you might have seen this one before.
What did you do? Catch a Guido?
No. All right, I'll play it. There we go.
All right, I'll play it.
No, it hasn't happened yet. It just hasn't happened yet. You got to keep it playing, Mike.
It doesn't matter. The feed right now is making such a loud buzzing noise that I know that everyone that can hear the podcast is just going to hear. So mute it, because I don't think we need to hear it, right?
I don't know if I can mute it, Mike.
You can't mute your own video? Put the
no,
volume off
man.
on the video.
I don't know what the sound is. The sound was never in the video, man.
You guys don't hear that buzzing?
I heard the buzzing.
I do hear the buzzing now, but
All
I never had heard it in the past. It's
I'll
nothing
give it a
to
try
hear.
again. Let me work on it. It was The Wire.
It was The Wire.
All right. You gotta, you know, it was last second, so I'm not gonna get on you for it. But I thought I was about to watch like a snuff film. Like I was getting really worried about where we were going with the whole thing. It looked weird. And then I was like, what's gonna happen next? And then the wire moved, and I was like, thank God, it's something that's like a ghost.
The wire, Mike.
So explain this wire, buddy. Is there anybody upstairs?
All right, so this is the basement of a public building. So up the top of the stairs, it's a short like a landing. The wires go through it,
and they plug in.
Or at a desk.
At a desk.
There was no one else in the stairway during that period of time.
So what's the wire hanging from? Why?
It's connected to the camera that's filming the event.
All right, so it's like an extension cord that leads to where that camera was. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like, yeah, it's an AV wire that runs into the camera.
He's so still. I think he's actually frozen.
No. Sarah, what did you think about when the wire moved in the movement it made?
I had a feeling something was going to happen over there in the doorway for some reason. So I was watching it, but there was no vent up there or anything.
No, and the whole wire was taped at the top of the landing. It was taped once it hit the ground. This is the only point it hung free.
Yeah, it was a significant movement, you know.
Rick?
Yeah, and it looks like it comes from like almost the bottom
of the wire to the top more.
And it goes up, and then there's no way you can do it.
That's...
Yeah.
Rick, what did you see? I
saw the wire move.
All right, but let me ask you this: you're into like music stuff like that. You've plugged stuff in your lifetime, I bet you. What else can make a cord do that? What if like a gust of air got actually underneath that cord? Would it make it still pop up like that?
Well, yeah, but it didn't look like there was anyone around. They had already taken off in the other room.
I agree. No, I agree. I'm just trying to detail it out. Sarah, what else would you try to detail out?
Well, that's why I asked him if there was a vent or anything, because if there is no airflow, there is no one around. It didn't look like there were doors anywhere else that could be opening or shutting and creating a vacuum.
And it was the basement. It's a basement.
Yeah.
So, all right, then here's my next question for you, paranormal investigators. Why does a ghost shake a wire when no one's around? And now, is it because it's being recorded?
No.
Then these things just happen all the time. Is what
I'm going to go first on this one, Mike, only because of the history of the building.
Right.
The building itself dated back to 1839. It was originally a schoolhouse, and then it was moved, and it became a library. Open from all that time. There was one woman that was a librarian from 1910 well into the 1950s. She was very old by the time she died.
Almost been very pleasant.
It was this woman that was reported being seen around the library. We also have another experience kind of tied into this, but I'll explain that one after.
Sarah, we say library, just so, in case you're wondering.
Really goes.
I can only understand all of you like half the time with the accent. So
yeah. It's never library, it's library. I'm with you. I know
you know, you take the girl from the Bronx, you throw her down in Florida, and now she can only understand us half the time. You know, we know where you're from, Sarah.
Okay, Yankees.
Yeah, Buffalo, where they beat the Dolphins every single time.
Yeah, I know exactly where this is going to go real fast. It's going to go to Buddy talking about the Dolphins, and then Rick throwing his shot in the ring with the rings, and then me saying, "Well, you know, we beat you twice, and we didn't cheat." It would have just went like that really fast, and there's no need.
I can't wait for football season.
I can't wait either. Now, Buddy, see, the wire moving.
Yes.
Tell me why things happen, I guess. And this sounds really dumb, but I speak for the dumb. Why would a wire move when no one's around? Now, I would think that they save their energy to get our attention, or is that just playful? And I'm being dead serious. Froze 3, 4. Go ahead, buddy. Did you hear the question?
Yeah.
I missed half the question because I froze, Mike. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
100 Buddy needs new Wi-Fi.
Hold on, Sarah. Question.
Rick is so good at this. He needs to like paint him. He needs to be like one of those statues that like they put in the square where they pretend to be a statue and then they just jump out at people.
Yeah.
Oh, my finger was moving too much.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now. What type of statue jumps out at people?
You've never seen one of those?
A statue that
No.
jumps out at people?
It's a person,
like
and
in
they'll
New
be
York, I think.
painted like a metallic.
Oh, that like the
they
gold.
look like
yeah.
a statue.
Yeah. They don't usually jump out at people though. They're not supposed to.
Oh, they
that.
do. They move when
Okay.
you're not expecting it.
Yeah, but that's not jumping out. They don't ever jump out at people.
Like a jump scare is what I'm saying.
They're
They're so literal.
Look, a movement makes people back up. Rick, am I right or wrong? But jumping out might get the gold guy punched. Like you don't jump out at somebody. You don't do that anymore, right?
Well, they might
Unless
do that to females. You don't know.
Ooh.
Yes, true. You couldn't hit a female statue. You just be. I'd be like the whole time going, "What is she?" You know what I mean? Like that's what happened with that one. Buddy, Sarah. Actually, the question I asked was this: why would a spirit use the energy, which seems to be the main reason, to move a wire when no one's around? Now, like I said to you, do you think it's because it's just playful and it's for its own fun?
In this specific scenario,
Yes.
if there was a finite amount of energy, and we're talking about a conscious spirit, so it knows there's a camera there, it would move the wire if that was the easiest thing for it to do, to show its presence, I would think.
Rick?
Or what if it just had energy and it was just doing its thing and the wire happened to move?
Yeah, walk down the stairs. That's true.
You know.
So walking by it could do it.
Yeah, if it was, you know what I mean, that'd be like saying, why are we doing what we're doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my thing is this: energy doesn't seem like a easy commodity, right? Especially for spirits, because if it was, they would just be like, "Hey, Rick, I'm right here," right? So they do things that are like hints or clues or ways to try to get in touch with us or contact us. So it doesn't seem like they have a ton of energy to just go. But then again, right? Some slam doors and I guess I don't know. I don't understand the energy part of it, like how they like. I don't see why they would bother to flip the wire unless they knew they were being recorded. That's the only, like, I agree with that part of what Sarah says. That's the only thing I can reason. That's the only reason I can think why they'd flip the wire. Because other than that,
honestly, Mike, I think I imagine this. I think her name was Smith. She came down the stairs and she was like, "What the hell is this? Like, what is this?" I honestly think that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, that one actually made it could be it. Yeah. That seemed kind of like that. All right, buddy. Let's do a couple more audio. You are.
Can I just? Well, I can't tell a story because I'm going to freeze too much about the clip about that.
Tell the whole story. Right. Give it a shot.
The whole story. So this is the first section of an investigation. First coming down the stairs is James Anito, then Joey Paranormal, then myself. We go in the room. We set the room up. We sit down. Within about 4 minutes of the EVP session, we hear that door open at the top of the stairs. We had click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. A woman's heels. Maybe not a woman, but heels coming into the room, coming down the stairs. Joe says, "Oh, somebody's coming." You can hear them. And then like 30 seconds goes by. He's like, "I thought somebody was coming." And he got up and he went and checked and there was nobody there. But the three of us, clear as day, heard these awesome clacks coming down the stairs. 4 steps she took and then nothing. So
now I'm going to say, Sarah or Rick, would you not agree that the sound of heels is a very distinct sound? Like that's one of those, like, see, when people hear sounds sometimes and they say certain sounds, I'm like, yeah, but heels is very specific. Like I will know if I click, that's just got its own type of cadence. So buddy, then what?
We caught probably about 10 to 15 EVPs in that room alone for that session alone. Lights were being set off, REM pods were going off, all the bells and all the whistles were going off. We're asking him to set off specific REM
imprints, impersonations.
I couldn't
waste anymore. There you go. You couldn't what? You couldn't what? Yeah. Frozen couldn't. So I made it up for you. You couldn't what?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you who else it would have been. You know. And then the first time I toured the library, I did the whole building. I went downstairs right before I grabbed the handle to open the door to that room. I felt so uncomfortable. I felt, oh my God, like this is the room. I'm gonna start in here, and that you got to go by your feelings sometimes.
So, so two things really quick, and you know what? I would think that, yeah, I would agree with you that you got to go by your feelings. I think a lot of paranormal investigators would agree on that. There's just something about that you don't buy at the store. You just kind of have, and if you don't go buy it, you're kind of being stupid. Really quick though, around here though, it seems like the libraries are very haunted. Like the one apparently where I live.
That one's super haunted. I've had experiences there.
I've always thought it was haunted when I was a kid, but I didn't think it was haunted. I just thought it was creepy. And then what Buddy fails to remember is we did a spirit box session with him. He was at the Armory, and it was myself doing the podcast.
With the library. But go on.
He kept talking to it, and it was getting nothing. And I was very excited about that. Like we were at the 5-minute mark to the end of the show. It's nothing. And I was so happy with that. I gotta be honest. Like I was so glad. I was hoping we got nothing the whole time, right? Because who am I with spirit boxes? What do I know? And then if you watch the podcast, go back and watch it at a certain mark. There's like this. He asked a question, and there's this like. I mean, it's so clear that it sounds like a radio station would have picked it up, right? But it's like the guy says absolutely, and it sounds like from the 50s. Like there's something about absolutely. Like he's so like cheery, like you know what I mean? It sounded like that, you know, you pulled up and you were like, "Give me some gas for 10 cents." And he's like, "Absolutely." Like it was just that kind of absolutely. And it blew us away. Like they start freaking out at the Armory because they caught that on the box, and I'm asking like who said that because I don't know what's going on. And then they explain that to me. That's that. I go back and watch it, and if you listen to it, it's weird because I can't think of a station around here. First off, where we would catch a 50s absolutely right at that moment that he asked the question where the answer could be absolutely. Buddy, am I right or wrong?
Skipping through multiple stations at a time.
Yeah.
They're not all going to synchronize like the same word through like 7 different radio stations. It's just, I don't know.
All right. So, Sarah, what experiences have you had with these type of things as far as the spirit box, whatnot? Like you may have different views. You're down in Florida now. What do you like the most as far as what works? I know that you like the idea of what where the guy we talked about that took the white
noise. So like we can't do that. They have Ron and Lourdes have a special software that is proprietary, but we do use white noise, the Ganspeld, which is white noise, and you're wearing. They used to use ping pong balls cut in half. But there's just like a film over the eyes, and we kind of listen to the white noise. And we have certain people on the team that are very sensitive, and we pick up a ton of verifiable information that way, and I like it. But I don't know. What do you do when you use the spirit box? Like, do you use AM, FM, forward, backwards?
I'll usually shoot for AM because there's less stations. I'll go backwards.
Yep.
We have another one that's a 2-channel, so I can do both simultaneously.
The SB11.
Yeah, I do. Like we had that with Rathman and the things he's doing with DBT. I used to do that. I'm going to go back to that. I didn't do it like all like he does with the computers, but I used to play white noise, and we sit down. And honestly, 2 or 3 investigations.
He froze.
In my house, get the fuck out. No transmitter. No, it's just white noise. Just plain white noise.
All right, I gotta go do 101. Is Mike coming back? Are we still on?
Hi, Mike.
But you're sending a new link. I was like, what's going on?
Well, you know what? A couple things. One, I had to send out the request for the next show to get everybody so they're.
I'm like, I gotta go, and then I'm like, no.
Secondly, I wanted to play a game of let's see who takes charge. Like I left. I can't wait to go back and watch.
She's on that side now.
Yeah,
she did.
Those are my guesses. You know what I mean? I wanted to see kind of right there who talked the whole time.
We were talking about our stuff. I didn't get to hear what Rick does, but
I had one of the coolest spirit box sessions ever on a tour like last week. It was about seven people. We had 3 different things coming through. There was one skeptic on the tour. I mean, everyone was getting the questions answered. And then the skeptic got it last, and she goes, "All right, what's my name?" And the thing goes, "Hi, Tina." and her husband was like, "Yeah!" It was it was so awesome. It really was. It was one of my coolest spirit box sessions ever.
That would do it.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was awesome.
I'm gonna go around the horn to wrap it up. I actually got people in the other waiting room, which is kind of weird. So it makes me sound like a doctor, but no, I play one. Buddy, listen, that was really good. You came in clutch at the last second. You dealt with horrible internet connection and us, but you made it through, and we appreciate you and we love you for it. That's why I have the painting that I had to paint for 2.5 hours. Ugh. Not a single red color in the paint. All oranges and browns. Rick, what would you like to say to wrap up?
I will see you guys out here in like 12 days, 13 days, something like that.
Less than that.
Is it less than that?
Oh yeah, dude, it's like a week. Next weekend, I think, right?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So a week and a day, I'll be seeing you guys out here, and I'm very excited about that. And I can't wait to have some fun.
What's going on out there, Rick?
Well, our paranormal weekend.
Yeah, but the people listening don't. Sarah,
Mike, you just...
what?
What happened to Buddy?
Oh no! Oh no! That could go south quick. Sarah, what would you like to say to wrap it up?
Well, I'm traveling all the way from Tampa to the Paranormal weekend, so there's no excuse for anybody else. Everybody else needs to come out and party with us.
Yep. And it's Block Island Ghost Tours, blockislandghosttours.com. That is where you can
what is Buddy doing?
Purchase for the event and enjoy. He's creeping me out though. The event
was fucking Blair Witch right there.
We have legit Paranormal 101 next. Shane Hurd from MUFON. I'm just gonna keep talking because I want to get my stuff done. Let me wrap this one up. So for Block Island Rick, for Buddy Money Thayer, for Sarah Parah Normal. It is me, Michael Every King, Mike Ellis was legit. Paranormal Clips brought to you by Legit. Podcast.com, Legit Paranormal 101.